today I'll be reviewing this brand new show just dropped on Netflix. It's called The Secret of Greco family, and this show, it is from Mexico, and this show, it is kind of like a social crime drama. And this show, it is, I was reading about it, it's based on a true story. And after watching this show, oh my god, this show is whoo, especially this show, it is very well made, and I actually really enjoyed the show a lot. Story itself, it's so interesting, so dark. I feel really like, and end of the way this show ends, you're like, oh, and even the way this show starts, you are even like, oh. Especially we see the show centers around this dad. He has two sons, two daughter and wife, and in this show we see this family, they're struggling. The dad, he comes up with this idea about his older son who hangs with many rich people, like he knows a lot of rich kid and people. So he asked him to get one of his rich friend to get him lure out and then kidnap him, then ask ransom for him to get released from them. And that's how this show starts with. The plot line is about that. Basically, they kidnap people, ask money, and they take this money to keep up with their social status. What is the show is centers around, and we see in the show two sons, they're very different from each other. One son is, he's like, let's go, let's do this. And the other son, he hesitates to do this thing. He feels morally bad. And this show done really good job showing you all these people, their different side and the family dynamic with each other. Overall, this show is just really dark, and end of it, you're like, oh my god, this dad, of course, he really good extra strength, and these people, end of it, they're just all evil, I guess. Can you believe it? What were they doing? And it's based on a true story. That means that, of course, the show is really very well made. Especially the way the production design, all the acting is really good. And especially from the older son, I thought he was really good. You know, he's especially facing all this dilemma, moral dilemma. What is he doing is bad, and all this thing he's trying to, like, I thought he was really good, his acting. And of course the two daughters, they do have their separate story going on, and I don't mind their story. Like, one of them was this thing going on with the nun. I don't get it, why they added that, but it's based on true story. Maybe that happened in the real life, who knows. And the younger daughter is like, a little bit free spirit. And of course, the son who's like a little evil type, he's happy with all this thing. And the mom is really good at keeping secret. And of course, these people, they are going to all this thing. They're trying to keep up with everything. And at home, that is what happening. Yeah, it does have. End of the show, you do see why it happened the way it happened, because you can't keep doing this. And end of it, I actually really have good time watching it, although I didn't know what is it about at first. But as they reveal about what was they doing, I was like, oh my god, this is really bad. And I don't want people to be doing this. That is end of it, what I think. Overall, it's very well made show. It's definitely worth checking if you like this kind of dark, twisted story. This kind of social drama, and I had really good time watching, and I recommend checking it out because it's so good. I really liked. And that's my thought on this show. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this show? If you enjoyed about this review, don't forget my other reviews on other Mexican show. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.